A domain name is the thing that you type into your web browser to go to a website, at least like we did back in the day before we started to Google everything. I find domain names fascinating, especially short ones, so much so that I created my very own short domain name search engine. Let's geek out about domain names in this video, and I guess a good place to start is with the basics. Just like every house has a street address, so does every server on the internet, except servers are identified by IP addresses. While you can type 142.251.40.46 to go to Google's website, a much easier way is to simply type google.com instead. Now, what I'm going to say next is a bit technical, so if it goes over your head, I apologize in advance. The association between an IP address and a domain name is done with DNS, specifically with an A record. If that did not make sense, check out this video about DNS A records. Otherwise, forget I said anything, and let's just move on. The first ever domain name was registered on March 15th, 1985, and that honor goes to Symbolics.com. According to VeriSign, a large publicly traded company that is part of the S&P 500, there were over 360 million registered domain names at the end of 2021, which is more than one domain name for every single US citizen. Now, just because there are 360 million registered domain names does not mean that there are 360 million websites. Siteify states that there are over 1 billion websites, of which only 200 million are active, and estimates that over 250,000 websites are created every single day. While these are really cool facts, I think we're getting a bit off topic, so let's briefly talk about the anatomy of a domain name next. Every domain name ends with something called a top-level domain, the most popular being .com, with over 50% of all domain names worldwide ending in .com. The original set of these 5 top-level domains were introduced back in 1984 after the inception of the internet, while today there are over 1,500 different top-level domain names to choose from that range from .ninja and .cool to .pink and .beer. A domain name can be at most 63 characters long, and while there is no inherent limit to the number of subdomains, the fully qualified domain name, which includes all subdomain names, the top-level domain, and a hidden dot at the end, must be less than 255 characters long. So this is valid, so is this, and yep, this one too. Domain names are case-insensitive, meaning that all caps google.com and google.com will both get you where you need to go. Before 1995, registering a domain name was actually free, but unfortunately that is not the case anymore. So for that reason, I have this video right here which compares the cost of buying a domain name at over 50 different registrars. So check that out. Otherwise, if you like this video, I can almost guarantee that you'll like my video about why typing www is such a silly thing to do.